Coach, you said you wanted 8-2, 15, or 13-5 is along the same lines.
Yeah, not the most, not the prettiest game, obviously. A lot of free bases on both sides. Thankfully, we got the big hits when we had guys on base there in the third inning. But we'll take it. I thought Sadeo, I just asked him just to, get us through the middle innings there, so we didn't have to use a lot of pitchers, and Rudis did a nice job. So we'll take it.
We were sitting here 2 weeks ago, and you were talking about Ryan Targach and maybe if there was someone who could step up to take the place. And since then, he's like 8 for 9, hits in games, and doing pretty well. What have you seen from him that?
He and Coach Early have worked really hard. They've made a couple real big physical adjustments with his lower body and his stance and his swing, give him a better chance to stay on the ball. So you got to credit Ryan and Coach Early for their hard work. And I mean, he's a talented guy, and I think. Again, if we're going to go to where we want to go, we need guys like Targach and Werner and those guys to get going.
A lot of successes this year, too, with big innings. Only one as big as the one tonight.
Really?
Well,
we finally got hits with runners in scoring position, right? I mean, some guys haven't been able to do that. Feel so bad for Boast. Golly. Guys, that's the last 3 weeks as snake bit as you can possibly be. In terms of, hitting balls really hard just to the wrong part of the park or just to the fence or right at somebody. So I anticipate, Bo's going to break out here soon really quick.
What'd you see from Nathan tonight, too?
Just no command of his fastball. I mean, the only pitch he could throw for a strike was a slider. I thought once he pitched out of, the second inning, I was like, okay, maybe he can get us a few, and then we score him 8 or 9 runs, and just wasn't his night. It's nobody feels worse than him. He gets an extra day's rest now before he'll pitch again next week. So maybe that'll help him.
And then who's going tomorrow yet?
I don't. I need to go in there and talk to the coaches. I haven't thought that far.
Coach, you had a ton of steals at third base the last couple of weeks. Is that more on the pitcher, or are those kind of called from third base?
No, I mean the players. Our players are free to run on their own at second base. So that's. We have a system that if they get to a certain spot, then they're free to go. And depending on who you are, how fast you are, and if the fast guy gets to his spot, he can go. If the slow guy gets to his spot, he can go. So that's it is a big part of our offense. We didn't want to be running down 13-5, up 13-5. So I don't know what Trevor had going there, but yeah, our steal percentage is high, and it's not about. It's nice to get a lot of stolen bases, but you want the percentage to be high. So I think our percentage is still pretty good.
Anything else?
All right, thanks, guys.